Hello, it's Daniel Piatek. How are you? Welcome to a discussion about what this full moon lunar eclipse can bring to you in your life. So, I'm kind of hijacking this full moon, I have to say, a little bit. However, it's very apt what it is that I want to speak about today in relationship to this full moon lunar eclipse. And I find astrology to be an incredibly helpful framework with which to look at my own life to help me to make decisions and move forward. So welcome. I'm going to discuss tonight where I am, and wherever you are, what time of day it is. Right now, we're right in the middle of a full moon lunar, not a full moon lunar eclipse. It's a partial eclipse. And here in Spain, where I am, could actually see it. Unfortunately, can't see it now here. Otherwise, I'd share it with you. But I want to talk a little bit about how to use the energies that this full moon is bringing to our attention, which are, in essence, an intensification of energies that are happening this whole year. So welcome. Please comment and say hi to me. Let me know that you're here. And also, if you have any questions while I'm discussing this, I'd be happy to answer them. So I want to talk about letting go, because this full moon lunar eclipse in Capricorn is basically asking us to take a look around our lives, both out there in the world and also internal to us, and make some decisions about what it's time to finally let go of. So this year, again, I am not an astrologer, but I follow astrology quite closely to help me, and I know enough to assist me. So I'm going to share a bit with you, and if you're an astrologer, I apologize, because I'm probably not going to get it exactly right, but I'll get it right enough to help you in your life, because it's helping me a lot. So this year is all about Saturn, Pluto, South Node in Capricorn, and a bunch of other things. So this year, starting at the very end of 2018 through the very beginning of 2020, is a time of profound, this isn't a word, but rightening, getting right in our life, getting right in ourselves, getting right on the course that we're on in our lives. It's time to finally deal with the things that we know we have to deal with so that we can be living the life, become the people, have what it is that we really want to have in our lives, to align our lives with what it is that we came to do when we decided to come here to planet Earth this time. So this full moon lunar eclipse, which we are right now in the middle of, is basically kind of shaking us up. The energies that we're swimming in right now are shaking us up. So maybe you feel that in your life. Maybe you feel some internal discomfort, some things about how you're seeing your life, how you're experiencing yourself, how you're experiencing your life, which it's getting really difficult to keep putting up with. Maybe there's situations and people in your external life, both close to you and not so close, but people and situations that you are encountering in your life with regularity, which again, the situation maybe was something you were trying to tolerate, you're trying to make work, but and maybe you don't really know why, but you're really feeling, I cannot deal with this anymore. Something has to give here in my life. So I'm going to ask you to just think of something because I'm going to give you some practical tips of how to move through this. And it might be helpful if you can bring up one of those situations, circumstances, people, relationships, situations, internal beliefs, something that fits this description of This something's got to give here right now. So the first thing I'm going to suggest is to acknowledge to yourself that something has to give here, which means to stop ignoring it, stop hoping it'll go away, stop fighting internally, maybe even externally with the situation, and stop for a moment to yourself and say, something has to give here. I cannot have this continue. Can't have it continue either because you recognize that it's getting in your way of having what you want or being who you want to be in your life, or it's just too uncomfortable and you're not willing to put up with it anymore. So one is acknowledge it to yourself. Two, make a commitment to yourself that this situation is going to change. So what I'm going to suggest, thank you, what I'm going to suggest is that forget about, for the time being, needing to figure out how it's going to change, what it's going to change to, etc. And just commit to yourself, this situation, situation, person, circumstance, belief about myself, etc. can't continue any longer. Two, this situation is going to change. I am committed to finding my way to changing this situation. So commitment is something that's a bit of a magic key that opens the door. It's basically telling yourself and telling the universe that I'm up for this. I want this to change. And then you take your hands off the wheel, because if you'd have known how to change it already, you would have done it. But it's probably a situation or a circumstance that you're not quite sure what to do with. And you've been waiting to figure out what to do before you make that commitment to change it. So I'm not seeing comments where I am. So if you're commenting, I apologize. I'm going to try to check over in Facebook after a little bit and see if there's anything there. If you have any questions, let me know also. So three is just embrace. So these next three are what I teach as the three sacred keys. And it's what helps you find your way to, hi Sergi, and it's what helps you find your way in a situation where you don't know what to do and you want the outcome to be the perfect solution for you in your life. So the key number one is embrace I don't know. Embrace that you just don't know what to do. And embrace that actually that's where you want to start. If you want to find a solution which is perfect, that's in alignment with your deepest self, then you want to open up to the space of I don't know. You let go of all your ideas, all your opinions, your conclusions about what's really going on here. Hello from Indiana. Of what's going on here and how you're going to get to where you want to be. You just embrace it, let it go. I don't know. If you want more information about these three keys, by the way, there should be a link in the description. You can download my PDF book that really describes how to practice these. So the second key is I want to know. So from this place of saying, okay, in this situation, this relationship, it's whatever it is in your life that you want to change, you've committed to it, you've embraced the fact, I don't know what to do here, and actually that's where that's the place to start from I don't know. The second sacred key is, but I want to know. I actually want to see how to move forward to creating the perfect solution for myself in this situation. I want to know. It puts you in the position of opening up to how you're feeling deeply, open up to your inner wisdom, your intuition, open up to having life show you throughout the day, a song lyric that comes to you, a person that comes into your life, a book that you're introduced to, that the universe is going to start reaching out to you and saying, here, this will help you to find your way. This will help you to find your way. And the third sacred key is, I'm willing to act on what it is that I discover from living from I don't know, but I want to know. So when someone enters your life and has a conversation with you, which is oddly perfect for the situation that you're dealing with, or you see something, you hear something, you feel something that just really seems to point, here's how to look at this. Here's what to do. The third key is that you are embracing and you're cultivating your willingness to actually respond, to actually do something in the face of this new information or this insight or this intuition has come in. So the next thing I'm going to suggest is that you really allow yourself the room, the space internally, and in the way that you look at this particular issue you want to solve, and realize that likely right now, because of what's happening with the energies, these are not small things. They might be actually quite big. They might seem very frightening to actually take action on. So the last thing I'm going to suggest is that you really embrace that life is trying to support you to make a decision and move forward on something which will literally change the course of your life moving forward. It's not a small thing. Give yourself a bit of a break. That you don't know what to do, you're afraid, this seems scary, etc. And if you put all of these into practice that I've spoken about, you may find, I can't guarantee anything, but it's quite likely that you may be able to make this transition from the situation you're in now into something that's perfectly right for you, for the moment, in a way that is far easier and more profoundly right than you imagined. Because the energies that we're swimming in, the astrological energies, also the cosmic energies coming into the planet now, are really, I want to say encouraging, but that's too light of a word. They're kicking us in the butt in a very positive and helpful way to say, look, it is time. It is time for you to really be living the life that you know, whether you know what it looks like or not, but that life that you came here to live and to be the person you came here to be. So I invite you to try these out. I invite you to really take this on. Spend some time soon, very soon, in the next few hours if you can, or in the next few days, because the energy of the eclipse lasts up until 6 months. But do it soon. Sit and really think about these things that I've talked about. What is that thing that you're not wanting to deal with? And just acknowledge it you want it to change. 2, to yourself, make a commitment that this will change. I don't know how it's going to happen, but this will change. Then you embrace the 3 sacred keys. Click the link in the post and download a copy of this. It will help you to practice these things. It's very profound what these simple little keys can do, because they open you out of the box of thinking that we're all swimming in and open you up to deeper parts of your own knowing and more profound help from the universe. I don't know. I want to know, and I'm willing to act. And then see all of what you're going through as an invitation, a push from the universe to say, okay, it's time to deal with that thing, these things that have felt too scary for you. It's time. We're here to support you. So if you want some support from me, click the link to my website. I'm happy to do a transformative intuitive session for you to help you to get clear about what it is that's facing you, to see it from a perspective that is incredibly helpful, and just seeing it in a new way can help to transform the situation and help to point you in some directions to take action to make this different for you. So thanks for checking out the video. Thanks for stopping by. I send you much love and support as you make these profound changes in your life, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye for now.